What if I told you BMW just skipped an entire generation and went straight to the future? Not a refresh, not a facelift, a complete ground-up reinvention. Two cars, same DNA, totally different lives. One's an electric SUV that does 500 miles on a single charge. The other's a sports sedan that'll beat it on range and probably embarrass it off the line. Both wear the same badge, both carry the same revolutionary Neue Klasse platform, and today we're putting them side by side, the BMW iX3 and the brand new BMW i3. So buckle up, because this is not your typical BMW story. Let's start outside, because the moment you walk up to either of these cars, you know something is different. BMW has completely ditched the controversy. Remember those massive shield-like kidney grills that looked like they were trying to swallow your driveway? Gone. What replaces them is something far more composed. A sculpted, vertically arranged kidney grille that actually references the original Neue Klasse cars of the 1960s. And on both cars, you can spec the optional BMW iconic glow package, which lights up the kidneys at night. It's subtle, it's sophisticated, and honestly, it's the right kind of show-off. Now, the headlights. Both cars run a 4-eye face with a new LED light signature. The iX3 gets triangular housings that flow directly into the grille surround, while the i3 carries a slightly more traditional twin-round layout that nods to 3 Series history. Here's the truth, though. Neither car is going to win a beauty contest by unanimous decision. The side profile on both is clean, to the point where some will call it unfinished. There are no chrome strips, no window trim highlights, flush door handles that disappear into the body. If you love the old, bold BMW look, this will take some adjusting to. But if you're tired of cars that scream for attention, you're going to love it. The iX3 is the big brother here. It measures 4,782 millimeters long, 1,895 millimeters wide, and 1,635 millimeters tall. And somehow, they've pulled a drag coefficient of just 0.24 from a vehicle this size. That is genuinely remarkable. Standard fitment is 20-inch alloy wheels, and you can go all the way up to 22-inch if you want more visual impact, at the cost of ride comfort, just so you know. The taillights stretch wide across the rear end in a horizontal L shape, and the whole rear has this muscular, wide-hipped confidence to it. The i3 takes a completely different approach. It wears the classic BMW 2.5 box design. Long wheelbase, short overhangs, a roofline that slopes gently toward the rear. From the side, it looks genuinely athletic. The wheel arches flare out prominently, and those horizontal taillights at the back are sharp and purposeful. One thing worth flagging, both cars use flush door handles, which can feel slightly awkward in cold weather. And the i3's lower ride height, while excellent for aerodynamics, means ground clearance is modest if you're coming from anything elevated. Something to consider before you sign. Step inside either one of these, and the difference from the old BMW world hits you immediately. The iX3's cabin is genuinely spacious across all 5 seats. The electric architecture means no transmission tunnel eating into rear legroom, and that flat floor actually works. The dashboard floats. The instrument panel has atmospheric backlighting behind a fabric surface. The whole thing has this warm, enveloping feel BMW describes as a wraparound effect. And large windows with an optional panoramic sunroof flood the space with natural light. The i3 matches that warmth but frames it differently. Driver-focused, sporty, with the screen angled toward the pilot. And the rear seat? Completely flat. Genuinely flat. 3 adults can actually sit back there without anyone drawing the short straw. That is a first in this class, and it absolutely matters. Now, neither cabin is perfect. In the iX3, the lower trim levels with standard Econyr fabric can feel slightly clinical. And removing physical controls for nearly everything means there is a real learning curve. Same story in the i3. If you like tactile buttons for every function, you're going to need patience with the Neue Klasse approach. That is not a small thing for some buyers. Cargo space. The iX3 carries 520 liters with seats up, expanding to 1,750 liters fully folded, plus a 58-liter frunk under the bonnet. Towing is rated at 2,000 kilograms on the iX3 50 xDrive. The i3, being a sedan, isn't leading on that front, but it brings its own frunk and a properly sized boot for the class.
Both cars run the same brain, BMW's brand new Panoramic iDrive, sitting on top of BMW operating system X. And it is, without question, one of the most advanced interfaces in any production car right now. The BMW Panoramic Vision projects information across the full width of the windscreen, not just a small heads-up display strip, but a genuine full-width screen from A-pillar to A-pillar. The central display is positioned ergonomically, tilted toward the driver, and the whole software stack feels genuinely responsive. 4 high-performance computers, called superbrains, run the entire vehicle. The Heart of Joy handles driving dynamics with a response time 10 times faster than conventional systems. One superbrain handles infotainment, another manages automated driving. The result is a car that truly feels software-defined, not just a tablet bolted onto a dashboard. The BMW Intelligent Personal Assistant now uses large language model technology, meaning you talk to it in natural language, not just trigger phrases. The AI even detects when you approach a charging station and automatically opens the charging flap. That's not a party trick. Over a few months of ownership, you'll appreciate that every single time. Just know that accessing most of the entertainment stack, Disney+, YouTube, Spotify, the gaming features, requires BMW Digital Premium connectivity. That is a subscription on top of your car payment. That is a legitimate gripe, and it deserves to be said. Here is where both cars genuinely impress. Both the iX350 xDrive and the i350 xDrive run the same 6th generation eDrive setup, an electrically excited synchronous motor at the rear paired with an asynchronous motor at the front for all-wheel drive. Combined output is 345 kilowatts, 469 horsepower, and 645 newton-meters of torque, which is 476 pound-feet. The iX3 hits 60 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds and tops out at 130 miles per hour. The i3? BMW hasn't locked in the official 0 to 60 time yet, but running the same powertrain in a lighter, more aerodynamic body, expect it to dip into the low 4-second range. The Heart of Joy computer manages energy recovery so effectively that 98% of braking in everyday driving is handled entirely by recuperation. The friction brakes barely activate. BMW calls the resulting stop the smoothest ever in a production car, and early reviewers agree. Where does the compromise live? The iX3 on the standard passive suspension is firmer than some buyers will want. Reviewers on rough European roads flagged this early. Adaptive suspension is an option you'll want to tick. The i3 carries the same platform, so the same consideration applies. Budget for the adaptive dampers, you'll thank yourself. The iX3 gets a 108.7 kilowatt-hour usable battery with an estimated real-world range of around 400 miles. The i3 goes further. Better aerodynamics, lighter body, up to 560 miles on WLTP, and expected to hold around 440 miles in real-world mixed conditions. That is class-leading for a sedan. Both support 400 kilowatt peak DC charging, 10 to 80% in 21 minutes, or over 230 miles added in just 10 minutes at a fast charger. And both support bidirectional charging, vehicle to load for powering devices on the move, vehicle to home for feeding your house from your car's battery, and vehicle to grid, which lets you literally sell power back to the grid and earn money. That is not a novelty anymore. That is a financial tool. Both cars come standard with the full Active Driving Assistant Plus package: forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise with stop and go, and lane keep assist. The Motorway Assistant handles hands-free driving for extended stretches. The City Assistant handles traffic light detection and auto stop and go. AI-enabled eye tracking can even initiate lane changes when the system detects you looking in the mirror. One thing worth watching, many of these functions are software dependent, and BMW's over-the-air update track record has been inconsistent historically. The Neue Klasse is built for continuous updates. The execution will matter. The BMW iX3 50xDrive starts at around $60,000 in the US, with deliveries beginning summer 2026. Add M Sport packages, the panoramic sunroof, Harman Kardon audio, the 3D head-up display or 22-inch wheels, and you're comfortably heading towards $70,000 and beyond. The BMW i3 is expected to come in more competitively, estimated starting price between $48,000 and $55,000, making it one of the most value-dense luxury EVs when you factor in the range, power, and technology. US deliveries for the i3 begin in 2027. So here's where we land. These are not two versions of the same idea, they're two answers to two different questions. Do you want space, SUV practicality, a genuine 400-mile real-world range, and the most advanced charging architecture in its class? The BMW iX3 is a game-changer. Do you want the sports sedan experience rebuilt from the ground up? Lighter, sharper, even more range, a lower starting price, and the soul of the most iconic BMW nameplate alive? The i3 might be one of the most important cars of this decade. Both carry the heart of joy. Both run the same 4 superbrains. Both speak the same new language BMW is writing for its entire future lineup. What BMW has done here is not just build new cars, they've started a new conversation. And I want to know which side of that conversation you're on. Drop your answer in the comments right now. I'll be reading every single one.